guys, what's going on? F1F1 here, and welcome back to Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we had descended into the depths of the ocean in order to see what the Sanctuary of Stars DLC is like. We basically checked it out, saw what we were looking for, and ultimately, we got to see quite a bit. For this stream, we're just going to continue on our objective of securing the various mad priests and priestesses or whatever have you, and we'll see how things pan out. But I digress. Without further ado, let's just get into things and see what happens. Alright. So if I recall correctly, we had done a whole bunch of conversation with quite a few of these individuals here. Nothing too crazy, but I digress. We did also manage to get a ring that allows us to breathe underwater, so when we do eventually leave this area, we do have the means to just explore underwater without too much hassle. Fire in the Mind. I guess we'll start with that. Unless I prove myself to the people of Tumbo, can't really do much. And we've got 3 more quests here, but we can't really do much there, so we're just going to ignore it. Alright. I suppose the first order of business is to go deal with the Message in a Bottle quest. Might as well. And for that, we're going to have to go through this maw. See if we can't go across.
Child of the surface, you bring knowledge that none other possesses. Share it with me, and I will open for you the passage to the Temple of Knowledge.
Oh. Alright, sure. Here, have a book. I find that dialogue is the best way to share knowledge.
Now we're talking. I too share that sentiment. Then let us tackle a subject which might be a wee bit controversial around these parts. Tell me, what do you know about dictatorship, Toplander?
Dictatorship, huh? It works in war, but fails in peace.
That's one way to look at it. But what if your dictator is, quite literally, the very heart of your realm? Changes your perspective, doesn't it? It doesn't mean everyone has to like it. It's simply how things work here.
So you're under a dictatorship. Whose?
Lady Nimue, of course. And the first crew. They built this place on the carcasses of those who came before, reshaping the depths to their liking. Never once did they ask the inhabitants of what they thought, or what might make their lives better. Not that I'm complaining. I'm just a door. She is the seal that binds this place together. The reason Saras exists in the form you see now. Lady Nimue is everywhere. She sees and knows everything. Because she's connected to every living thing here. Or so the locals believe. So it's only logical. There is no free will here. Only the will of Lady Nimue. If that isn't a dictatorship, I don't know what is.
Sounds like everything you're saying is just the extension of Nimue's will.
Perhaps it is. Perhaps, in the end, I am also just a small part of her. But even then, so what? Maybe you're just an unwitting part of a demiurge too. A dream of some greater consciousness that is simply trying to entertain itself. Yes, it is possible. We're a fragment of some divine machinery that's far beyond our understanding. But what matters is we can still amuse one another with our perspectives. So, what's yours, friend? Is Saras a righteous realm?
I believe Nimue just plays the cards she was given. I don't feel like I can judge her.
A safe, reasonable answer. How non-committal. How boring. No, I won't let you off the proverbial hook that easily, Toplander.
No? Okay.
At the very least, present me with an alternative to the system where we're all part of the one who rules us. Go on.
Well, my king is a part of me. We made it work.
Your king is a part of you? Is that a joke? No? No, it's not. No more talking theory. This is genuine knowledge. The direct opposite of how we do things around here. Fascinating. Mind-blowing even. So, tell me, how is it?
Sometimes we do things his way, sometimes we do things my way. At the end of the day, it's just like every relationship. It needs work.
Interesting. But at the same time, not really. You make it sound like a 20-year marriage. I suppose at the end of the day, each of us has to look at ourselves as just one part of a greater whole. In any case, thank you for sharing your perspective.
Right.
I have gained knowledge about you, and that is the truest gift you could have given me. A door into another world. And on that note, you may use me now.
Yeah. This is awkward. Okay. Well, that was weird, but okay. Alright, here we go. To the land of whispers once and more. Hello.
Ah, it's you. A fine day, isn't it?
Let's
Make
see what you
yourself
got
at
shop. I don't think you have anything worth noting aside from this. Yeah. We've already read this giving us the frailty arrows that we need, so... Don't really need those. Don't really need anything, to be quite honest. I guess titanium, maybe? But at that point, like, we could just sell whatever we want here at this point and not worry about it. We could lose the coral arrows. I don't think I really need those. We've got titanium arrows. We'll be fine. We'll keep the specialty arrows, though. Those are basically the same quality with titanium and whatnot, so... why ditch them? We'll sell some of the burning embers because we got more than enough. Got a bundle of duplicates here and there. Nothing we really need to worry about. Nothing we need to sell there. Nothing here. Few relics. I believe, yeah, I believe Iron Bite was one of the things that I was considering grabbing. Because that just gives us melee damage increases, which is just as good as the physical damage from the Feral Charm, I suppose. It's just a question of whether we can get enough of the Iron Bite charms. Whether I can actually find them as well. And other things, of course. Don't need all this food stuff, so I guess I'll sell all that. Don't need the harpoons. I suppose I can sell the coatings, as I don't need those as much. Let's sell our garbage. Yeah, and that should be good. I got a bottle with a letter for you.
It's in remarkable condition. I truly appreciate it. Here's your payment.
Thank you. 800 coins.
Farewell.
From there, I guess we just go back. We want to take this path, which is the final maw of the current. Let us go, Fishman. And let us figure out what you've got to ask me next.
I'm sad. You bring change. Saris is sinking into sorrow, and I'm sinking with it. Comfort me.
Alright, let's hug.
Oh, I didn't see that coming. Not that I actually felt anything, but nobody's ever hugged me before. Thank you, Toplander. My gates are open to you.
Sometimes people just need a little hug, that's all. You don't need to do anything crazy. But, yeah. Here we go. Let's go. Don't need to make it complex. You just need to give him a hug every now and again. At least that's how I see it when it comes to these sorts of things. Okay, Abyssal Air Greaves. And that's pretty much it. Which is fair. Ah. Okay. Jellyfish. Anything here? Old Royal Geographer's Note. This letter was sent on the 7th of Willow Moon, 3:15 from the shores of the Horns of the South. Its purpose is to study the velocity of the currents encircling Avalon. If the bottle falls into your net, please return it to the sea. But first note the date and the precise location where you found it. And please send that information to the Royal Geographer, Armel in Farshire. Thank you in advance for your assistance. Huh. Okay. Probably not going to do that. Seems like a bit of a journey to do that. Okay. It's over here. Okay, Jelly over there. Who's this?
Greetings, Toplander. Was it strong currents or a strong will that brought you down from above the roots? I'm Waste, formerly Saras's most efficient treasure hunter, now a merchant of its spoils.
Why did you stop being a treasure hunter?
But let's just say I had a nasty accident that made me realize it's a path to nowhere. I didn't survive the ulcerate just to die a stupid death the moment I got outside. I used to dream of glory. But there's a point where you have to accept that dreams should remain just that. Dreams. Otherwise, one day, you'll never wake up again.
Waste is an oddly unusual name.
It's the only one I've got. I hatched weak. The carers at the ulcerate didn't see much promise in me. Waste of a good egg, they'd say. Or I'd hear him muttering, such a waste. It stuck, even though I kept surviving, much to their disappointment. I was even allowed out of the ulcerate, and they patted themselves on the back, as if I'd done it thanks to them, not in spite of them.
So you barely survived the ulcerate and decided to become a treasure hunter.
Yes, hardly the safest choice, or the wisest, in more ways than one. The trouble was, even after I left the ulcerate, it didn't leave me. I still felt I had something to prove. And I did it in the most reckless way possible. Fortunately, I grew out of that. Although rather forcibly.
What happened?
I was nearly boiled alive in the oozing fields. It made me rethink a few choices, and not just mine. Sorry, I'd rather not talk about it anymore.
You didn't want to change it? Your name?
No, it's not a bad name. It reminds me what not to become, and what not to do with my life. I like to think it helped me keep in balance.
Alright, let's see what you got.
Ask what it caught.
Alright, you've got some kelp infusions, Fool's Rush, and a whole bunch of scrap stuff, which we don't really need. I'm gonna be real, don't need
Take it
that.
up.
If there was like a special tool, weapon or something, maybe. But I don't need all that. Take all that. Off we go. Shell fragments are always nice. Take out the whale cap. And let's go do this challenge. There we go. That was easy. We get the Blackwater helm and cloak and a whole bunch of coins. The Blackwater helm gives us increased health regen when below a set amount of HP. Our pants, the Abyssal Air Greaves, gives us optimal dashes increases damage dealt by 33% for 2 seconds. We don't really dash that much to warrant it. And we got another cloak. Decreases damage received from melee attacks by 5. Decreased damage received from ranged attacks by 5. So this decreases the amount of damage we take by a set amount, which is pretty nice. Wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's nice enough to warrant its consideration and use. Pop that open. What else we got up over here? There we go. Okay. Guess I can go down here, see if there's anything special. There's a cave. Morgan's cave. And then, of course, we got some whale cats. There we go. Alrighty. Got some things down here. Ground sailors. Hey. And what's over here? Okay, another cave. With a individual over here. Let's go. Yeah, no. Let's go talk with him. I was half considering going the other way.
I thought my eyes were deceiving me, but you really are a toplander. I should have known. Should have known. No reef-bound or even scion has such meaty legs.
Did you say my legs are meaty?
Yes, they are. Not thin like a reef-bound's or wiry like a scion's. I suppose they must be strong enough to keep you on the ground, no? Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. I don't have legs myself, so I'm kind of curious about them, you know?
Namulte sent me. She said you know a secret passage to the Ulcerate.
Nodalume did. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I've always known she'd see reason one day. Here, take the key. The entrance is just past me.
What do you mean by her seeing reason?
I mean, the Ulcerate is in shambles. I'm telling you, the whole thing is on its last legs. We needed Nodalume's help, but she was having none of it. If you ask me, it was all just excuses. She just wanted to do her own thing away from here.
What do you mean the Ulcerate is in shambles?
There used to be order to things, right? The strong preyed on the weak, and the weak learned how to survive. It worked. More or less. But now everyone wants to be the bigger fish. Everyone wants to eat, and no one wants to work for it. That's why we need every pair of hands we can get, to somehow quell this madness.
She mentioned you stopped agreeing on some fundamental dietary values or something.
Like I said, excuses. We all believe the same thing. Everything belongs to the sea, and everything goes back to it. We had some creative differences, but that's all. I think she just likes to be special.
That's it, though. You don't want payment.
From you? Nah. I don't give a crap about knowledge. So what could a toplander have that I'd need? Don't worry about it. It's enough that you're here. Nodalume and I will settle it between ourselves.
Well, thanks.
Sure. And good luck on your way in.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna go the secret entrance, but it's good to know that it's an option. I think I should do the right thing and not take that entrance. At least that's how I view it, anyways. What's up here? Alchemy and crafting station. Been really around this part, aside from maybe this. Okay, let's go up. Hello.
Beautiful, isn't it? Our sky above. We call it the Sky of Roots. I could stare at it for hours. I'm Vandu, keeper of the observatory. As for who you are, you don't need to tell me. I can see everything from here. The voice of the Lord of the Depths is especially clear in this place.
Nice to meet you. What do you do here?
Well, I watch the Sky of Roots. I listen to the Lord of the Depths. And when I have a moment, I dream of seeing what lies beyond it. I also enjoy designing things. Devices, mostly. Perhaps one of them will someday let me reach the great deep.
You talk to the land of the Lord of the Depths.
You can't really talk to something that's omnipotent. All you can do is listen. And try to understand what it wants to tell you. Maybe he's the one inspiring me to break through the Sky of Roots. To be closer to him.
Thank you for the follow, by the way. Much appreciated. Can I help you with anything?
Oh, that's very kind of you. And yes, I could use your help. I need someone to bring me Essence of Scalding Steam. A key component of my latest invention. My sister, Waste, used to gather materials for me, but she's been caught up with other duties. Besides, I wouldn't want her wandering into such dangerous places. You'll find the Essence of Scalding Steam in the Oozing Fields. Here, this container will allow you to gather the essence. Bring it to me, and I'll reward you with one of my more valuable designs. I'll be here, waiting.
Tell me about the observatory.
Oh, this place has called to me ever since I was a tadpole in the Ulcerate. My sister never understood my fascination, but I always knew this was where I belonged. Its history reaches back to the very beginning of Saras. It's almost as old as the Ulcerate and the Archive. It was built by the first crew. I think they wanted to see what was happening on the surface. I can't see anything myself. Maybe because I'm a deep dweller, but I can hear the will of the Lord of the Depths clearly here. It flows through me and fills me with calm. It's an incredible feeling.
And what is the will of the Lord of the Depths?
It's as unknowable as he is. As long as I feel calm, I know everything is unfolding as it should. I feel that same calm now, speaking with you. And take it as a sign that what we do is right. When I feel unease, I know something's not meant to be. I can't explain it any other way. You'll just have to trust my intuition that our meeting is good and true.
How do you know it's really the Lord of the Depths speaking to you? Maybe you just feel the peace here.
Well, I can't be certain. But isn't that what you surface folk call faith? I choose to believe that I hear the voice and feel the will of the Lord of the Depths moving through me. That choice alone is enough to make me happy.
Alright.
May-
Well, we've got our task there, but before we do, we got a Saras Shrine. Another level to our Blessing of Saras. Can't be bad. And let's see. Increases weapons maximum damage output for every kilogram your armor weighs. So if we... Well, I guess we just first invest. There we go. Now we can increase our damage output. So based on our armor's weight is the amount of damage we dish out on top of everything. Let's see. Each non-critical hit increases critical chance by 5. No. Dealing damage to an enemy lowers their stamina by 10% of the damage dealt based on the current stacks. Or we can... Oh, pushing an enemy consumes all stacks of frailty, breaking enemy armor. Let's do Rising Exhaustion, I suppose. There we go. And for Mystic... Oh, 1 second. Alright, I am back. Let's see. Every melee attack is magically empowered, dealing increased damage by 50% of your spell power, but also costing you mana equal to 200% of the stamina cost. We'll just go with that one, because why not? Anything worth grabbing here? I don't think there is. But the Blessing of Saurus increase is certainly welcome. That's just going to make us slightly stronger in our warrior form. So I can't really complain. Let's see. I guess we go for Sunken Treasure Quest. So we want to go down here into this cave, right? Yep. Off we go. Let's go get some sunken treasure. Hello, hello. Let's save here.
My, would you look at that, sisters? What a tasty little morsel, dropped all the way to the bottom without anyone's help. Aren't we lucky today?
The luckiest. But what is it doing here, I wonder? Who cares? We shouldn't be looking a gift kelpie in the mouth, should we?
I'm here on behalf of Boz. You have something that belongs to her.
My. Who would have thought Boz had it in her? I always knew that little thief was clever, but this is bold.
Almost a shame she was born, well, a shrimp. She might have made a fine hunter.
What are you talking about?
I'm afraid little Boz hasn't been entirely honest with you. Yes, she sent you for the pearl, but we're not the thieves here. She is. Boz used the pearl to steal the last song of our dying sister as she gave herself to the sea. She had no right. What's left of our sister belongs to us and to the waves.
You didn't tell me about your sister.
No surprise there, but what made her send you here for it, I wonder? She had to know we wouldn't simply hand it over. Either she truly believes in your skill, or she doesn't think much of you at all.
Didn't know it was possible to steal a Morgan's voice.
There's no song more beautiful or more powerful than a Morgan's dirge. We weep for ourselves, for no one else will mourn us. We sing to the sea as we sink into its final embrace. It can beguile a mortal, drive them to despair. Spells woven from it are always strong, always cruel. And yes, it can be stolen. Many have tried, out of greed or malice. I find it vile.
Well, either way, I really need that pearl.
Well, there is something you could do for us. And then I might consider giving you the pearl. One of the scions of the depths has made himself at home in a cave within our domain. He's alone from what we know. Only comes out now and then, picking off our weakest and dragging them away. We would have dealt with him ourselves, but he's been strangely elusive, as if the darkness itself hides him from us. Worse still, he sealed the entrance with some powerful spell.
Who are the scions of the depths?
They claim to be the children of the Terror itself. Perhaps they are. I don't know. You'll rarely see them stoop to speak with, well, anyone. They're brutes who fancy themselves the deadliest predators in the sea. Let them think what they will.
And what kind of spell?
It causes a strange kind of paralysis. I've never felt anything like it. My whole body went taut, trembling, frozen. I couldn't move. And then my heart, it thundered in my ears so loudly I could hear nothing else.
That sounds like fear, not a spell.
Fear? That's absurd. Mortals feel fear.
They do. It makes them taste sour.
Sour? Oh, to me it's more bitter.
If you say so, I think it makes them taste more like the sea.
Well, I'll do that for you, for the pearl.
Worry about your life first. We'll speak of rewards when, if you come back.
Consider it done. I'll just grab that. And yeah, as long as we help them out, it seems like we'll get the pearl. Not sure if that's exactly what's going to happen, but worst case, we can always resolve it worse in our own case. Just grab this. A long haul pearl. Increase range damage by an X amount. Go into our inventory. We'll swap over to the... Oh no, it's an amulet thing, isn't it? This will just allow us to breathe underwater if we ever need to. It'll just make it convenient for us. But it looks like we won't need it, so... It's all good. There we go. Break the seashell. What else we got? Grab that. Take you out. Can't really do a map thing, so I guess we're just dropping down here. And I'm intentionally avoiding looking at them because I have a weird feeling that they're, just have a weird feeling, if you will. Grab all that. Probably for the best that I don't look in general, but we have to talk with them for the quest stuff, so it can't be helped. Hello, hello. Yeah, I guess we're going down. Let's swap over to the breathing underwater amulet just so I can actually see. It'll just make our traversal here a little easier. Convenient, if you will, if I dare say. Hello, hello.
You stink of fear. Theirs and your own. Good. Good. I will devour you and your fear, and grow stronger for their coming.
You're the one terrorizing the Morgans.
The Morgans think they own fear. So fond they are of sowing it in mortals above. I only let them taste what they themselves have planted. They call themselves devourers, yet they too will soon be devoured. All will tremble, all will end when they walk this forsaken reality.
Whose coming are you talking about?
The past, the present, the future. They shall rule where others now pretend to rule. Even the so-called terror of the sea will fall before them. And I shall serve as their herald and their hand.
I don't suppose we could talk this through, can we?
No, we cannot. I do not waste my breath on vermin. Be glad. To die now is mercy.
All right.
Your defiance is
Perish.
delicious. It makes the fever.
It makes what? It makes what? Too bad. Well, the Scion got viciously mauled, so there we go. Although, to be fair, punching it is not really doing as much damage as I would figure, but still, it's hilarious to think about that we're doing this much damage this quickly. So it's nice to know that we're doing a good job at being unarmed. We're just built different, I suppose. No matter. No matter. At least we dealt with him. That's the important part. There we go. Slowly just making our way through everything. That wasn't too bad. And we got Brine Wall. That's a new shield, I do believe, so let's see what Brine Wall does. I believe it would inflict wet, wouldn't it? In fact, we got 2 instances of Brine Wall. Successful blocks make targets wet. Which, I have no idea what wet does, really. But that's alright. Alright. Not with him.
A little fish out of its depth.
I got rid of the Scion and sealed what he was trying to wake.
Wake? I see. You've done well. Nothing that slumbers in the depths should ever be woken. Those creatures, they are devours. Not even the ocean could hold them. Here, the reward I promised. Just make sure it's cared for.
You're giving me the pearl.
Our lost sister's song, in exchange for the lives of the sisters still with us. Seems like a fair trade, doesn't it?
Thank you.
And I thank you. Now, begone. And be well. Visit us if you wish. I promise we won't bite.
Speak for yourself.
Slip
Right.
away while you still can, my sweet.
Well, you made nice with the weird fish lady, so it works all. It works. It works out. It's all good. All right, let's get out of here. Alrighty. Let's go to hiss his name, so we can deal with that quest. Okay, we got a doorway here. I'm gonna hold off for a hot moment just so I can peer around here.
Toplander,
Oh,
hear us out before you raise your weapon. You'll be glad you listened. Trust us.
who or what are you?
We are the souls of those who gave their lives to the sea. Not always by choice. Our current form is only a transition. Our color is both a sign and proof that we have been cleansed of our mortal sins. We are waiting for the one who will free this place and release our souls, so that we may rise above the burdens of this world. We wish to live in peace until that day comes. We do not wish to attack or be attacked.
Ultimately, I didn't mention you could speak.
Not to. Of course. Once again, she sends the innocent to sate her endless appetite. She knows exactly what we are. And you are not the first she has sent to slaughter us. But know this. If you kill us, your soul will be forever tainted. Tainted by a sin you can never wash away.
That certainly changes things. I'll leave you be.
Thank you for listening to us. Your will is strong and your mind is free. We too have reached this state. And when the day of our release comes, we will be absolved. Be well, Homelander. May the currents be merciful to you.
A feast of mercy. Yeah, I'm not out here trying to cause problems. Mere just doing my own thing, even if that means failing a few quests here and there. A recipe ain't worth the, innocent. Or at least a sentient, I should say. Different views, different reasons, you know how it be. Greetings.
Tis, is that you? I've been waiting for you. I'm hungry, my friend. I listened for your steps. I missed your company.
Hiss sent me. He told me to feed you.
So, I wasn't a good friend after all. He sends strangers to feed me, revealing my hiding place. Why, Hiss? How much more knowledge do you need before you value me again? Or have you come to kill me? To poison me so I won't bother him anymore?
It's just seaweed. I gathered it myself. If it's something you can eat, then it means it's safe.
Seaweed? My favorite treat! Thank you, friend of his. Still, I don't understand why he didn't bring it himself. I thought I'd been a good turtle.
Why does Hiss's presence matter to you so much?
Because I owe him my life. Hiss and I, we only have each other. He always said that. No one understands him, and I am the lost of my kind. It's a special bond. I'd never dare to break it.
Why would he want you dead? Have you caused him trouble?
Sometimes I'm unsure if what I say or do might offend him. His mind is beyond my understanding. It's possible I upset him somehow, even though my intentions are pure, and the knowledge I share is always precious.
Here, eat. Why does he keep you hidden?
Hiss is my savior. He found this shelter for me, and keeps it secret from everyone. If not for him, I'd have been food for the people of Saras long ago. My shell turned into a shrine. He gives me safety and food, and I share my knowledge in return. And I'm a very old turtle, you see. Before Saras, my parents swam near Abyssodontis and absorbed his knowledge, passing it down to their children. That's very valuable knowledge.
Don't you miss your kind? This place seems lonely.
Friend of his, there are no others like me anymore. I'm the last of my species in Saras. What remains of my brothers and sisters lies scattered across this realm. They hunted us for the knowledge we carried. Our shells became shrines, They believed it would bring them closer to the Lord of the Depths. We were unlucky. When Saras was formed, our eggs were caught in the region. And since siblings couldn't reproduce, we all died out. Except me. And Hiss has been kind. He didn't make a shrine out of me.
If this life suits you, then so be it. Take care, Turtle.
And you, friend of his. Give him my respects. And thank you for the seaweed.
I see no reason to break their bonds. Like, it sounds like they're doing a good thing together. I hope. But, yeah. I'm not about to break this guy's heart and let him think otherwise. But, yeah. Let's just leave him be. It's fine. No quarter. Increases melee damage by 20%. Huh. A useful tool to be sure. Go up here, see what's up. Stingray. Attacks heavily wet enemies. Okay. Wet shenanigans at its finest. Although a 20% damage increase is pretty decent. Well, it's not amazing, but it's okay for jewelry, I suppose. Damage is always a welcome addition. And it could, actually, for us, technically any damage increase is way better than the alternative. I'm probably going to go with the increased damage. It's only melee damage, but that damage increase certainly helps. And considering everything else that we've got, probably not a bad thing to consider. Now, if we could increase our damage output with rings, that would be even better. But, obviously, Flame's Kiss is the only one that I've seen thus far that does that. And the other bonuses aren't really that great, so... yeah, I guess the 20% damage increase will do. It will sack 10% of our crits, but that's a small price I'm willing to accept. But I digress. We are going to make our way down here to see what this secret passage is all about. I don't think we're going to be able to get to the archives this way, but we can certainly try and see what's going on here. I'm curious, if anything. Let's see. Okay, let's not go there. I don't really like that choice. So let's not go the secret way, let's just go the natural way, which I guess is just up and over, right? Okay, I guess we're going here.
Arr, for the dead man's chest and a bottle of rum. You know what you must give me if you want to crawl past.
Here, have some rum.
Now that's a worthy drink. Crawl on through, and don't forget to drink one for my health.
Off we go. So if for some reason we didn't want to use the fish, we can do this. And now we're in the ulcerate. Nice. Hello. Alright, well, before we go any farther, I am going to take the secret passage, because there doesn't seem to be any difference between the two. I just want to take both passages, just for the fun of it, at this point. So the only difference is, you either accept the rum cost, or you go another method. I'm going to go this way, because I know for a fact there's probably going to be special loot involved, so why not? Here we go. Alrighty. Home before home. There's power in this place. Were I still alive, I would gladly pursue it. I fear it would have undone me. I know it comes from the ritual or even Lady Nimue's presence. It feels older than that. Primordial. It's like the weirdness, yet wholly unlike it. Power of creation without the mist's chaos. It simply exists. Older than life itself. Perhaps we have found this place of our beginning. If all life emerged from the sea, then we are thrust back into it, and that life-giving force surrounds us, sustains us, strengthens us. The depths seem alien to us, but perhaps they should not. Perhaps we have been given a rare chance to rediscover our first home. After all, was that not our wish, to finally return home? We get Mind Like Water. We get some new potion recipes, basically. Nice little addition. And to think I was thinking this place was like a dungeon crawl. Wild.
Sir Abs used to say, if you want something done right, do it yourself, and don't count on those brainless mongrels. Of course, back then, when he said brainless mongrels, he also meant me. But I learned. Not well enough, looks like it, if you managed to make it all the way here. Now be good and come to the slaughter. The Scions are waiting for their next meal.
Alright. You just had to do it, didn't you? So be it. Well, that's your decision. So be it. Oh my. Looks like there is more to this place than meets the eye, so I'm probably going to explore a little bit more before I do attempt to dip out of this place. Purely out of curiosity, I might add. Cold current inflicts chill. Alright, so I guess we got this pathway now to the ulcerates, so that's another path down. But obviously there's a pathway over here that I want to figure out what's going on. There must be a secret passage somewhere over here, I would assume. Bingo. Very curious area, to say the least. So long, Finbled. Take the shell while we can. Getting a lot of shell fragments. Not sure what I'm going to use all these for, but I welcome it. We get the Abyssal Pact. Increases spell power by 50% and something else. Okay, out of there. And I don't think there's anything over here, so yeah. There was that up there, but we easily accessed it by breaking it down, so there you go. Now we just go up and back into the ulcerates. Right, off we go. And I guess we could check out that item as well while we're at it. Why not? Okay, it was a... Here it is. Increases spell power by 50% and increases incoming damage by 100%. So at the cost of taking more damage, you basically dish out more damage. An interesting tool, to say the least. Okay. Guess we go across here to see what's what. See what the ulcerate's all about here.
Enough!
Calm
That's
down.
enough! You showed those maggots! Blasted things thought they could feed on me. Control me. Me! Though, not gonna lie, it's a good thing you showed up when you did, stranger. You're a curious piece of meat, aren't you? Guess I owe you one now.
What were those things that attacked you?
That's a good question, isn't it, stranger? I know what they weren't. For one, they weren't supposed to be coming out of the eggs, yet here they are. More and more of them every day. At this point, the whole bloody ulcerate must be infected.
Infected? You think it's a disease of some kind?
Do I bloody look like a learned man to you? I don't know. And those scaly wastes of space who are supposed to guard the eggs don't know either. They think they're so smart because they can string a sentence together, but in the end, nothing comes of it. Useless, the lot of them.
Do you know why they attacked you?
Because they're dumb as rocks, driven by nothing but instinct. And I'm the biggest, tastiest morsel in this whole place. If they'd brought me down, they'd have a proper feast on my carcass. They wish my skin's tough enough that they'd have starved before they tasted my flesh.
Josephus sent me here. You needed to play the Melody of the Deep.
Am I now? I'll need to have a word with Josephus then. Find out where he got the idea that he can order me around. Though, I suppose it must be the same place he got the idea to wake up Leah. The endless pit of stupidity and self-importance where his brain should be.
You don't want Lear to wake up.
Truth be told, I don't care either way. I've been bored as shit these past few 100 years, and Leah is entertaining. And by that, I mean stark raving mad. We always got along, Leah and I. We understood each other. But that was before Nimue had to put him down. For his own good, and for everyone else's.
So, you will not play?
I didn't say that. But my main concern is, and always will be, the ulcerate. Oh, I can't be worrying about Lear running wild, losing what's left of his mind, and this bloody infestation all at once. So, here's my deal. You find out what's happening here, help me fix it, and I'll play your song. Start with the dormitory and the refectory, then go as deep as you need to until this blight is eradicated.
Alright, I'll help you.
Good. You do that, and then may the Lord have mercy on all of us.
Well, after wailing on him, I suppose that worked out well enough. Could have gotten worse, but thankfully, we did well. We're just built different, I suppose. At least in the regard of beating people down to a bloody pulp. What's over here? Can't get through there. Get through here. Only a specific key will unlock that one. Can't really go there, so we go this way. We got a broken door, and we got a door down here. It's not open from that side, so we just go this way. And we get to Sanctuary of Saurus. Can't exactly drop down there, though. There are other ways around? I guess I can go this way. Hello. Hey, level 80. Nice. That's unexpected. A crossbow down here. That would normally mean... Oh. There we go. Let's see if I can't go around here. I can. Just take out the fin blades. Okay, we've got the path down here. And then we've got a path up here. I'll check this path up here. Get the Surge Stopper. Nice. Ah, hello. Okay, we get Abyssal Trident, Blackwater gear. And we're a little overweight by a slight margin. But we do get the Blackwater Helm, which increases health and stamina by 5%. We get a Curious that increases max health and stamina by 10%. We also get the Blackwater Gauntlets, which increases max health and stamina. And we get the Abyssal Trident. Each consecutive hit increases heavy attack damage by 10%, up to 50%. Let's mark all as seen. Let's sort by weight. Ideally, we want to sell some stuff, so let's get rid of something that we know we don't really need. Drop this. Drop these. Drop the kelp cloth. Seaweed parchment can go. And I guess we just consume the heaviest items. Mashed taters. There we go. Now I'll reduce my weight just enough so that way I can actually dash. and make myself speedy enough. But I am definitely going to have to move quickly. Although the stack of food certainly does change things. I do believe if I exit out of this area, I should be able to get into a reasonable spot, though. Alright, Sanctuary of Saurus. Alright, let's level up here. Obviously I'd like to increase endurance, but that's not really logical here, so... I guess ideally we want to increase our perception now. We want to increase our melee crit as much as possible, and we can't really do that at the moment, so... Well, reliably anyways. Okay, endurance... I guess increase attack speed up to 20? Let's do something different. How's perception looking? Critical hits heal you for 2% of the damage dealt. Well, I've been meaning to grab that, so we might as well. So now we heal with every crit we do. And from there, if I go into inventory, if I swap over to the Flame's Kiss, we do damage and heal damage for far hard crits. There we go. Okay, so that's a whole bunch of tadpoles that are coming at us. And it does appear that while I do like the fire, not a good circumstance for us. Okay, let's swap out of this ring, because that's actually hurting us more than it's helping us. So yeah, we're not going to wear that ring any longer. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Can we fast travel here? I don't think we can. Yep, can't fast travel while encumbered. That's fine. We can just quickly drop some things here, or consume some things. Ideally, we're going to need to drop some things, though. Well, we got a lot of fish fillet. I guess I could quickly cook a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, let's quickly cook some stuff. We did want to get to 100 cooking anyway, so cooking all this will increase the amount of, well, reduce the amount of weight we have, and increase our cooking skill. It works out. There we go. Then we use alchemy to increase our supply of other stuff. Don't really need mana potions. We could do with the witch brew, but we don't really need to. What else we got? Let's make a whole bunch of sound. Yeah, let's make a whole bunch of sound as bell. There we go. Make a whole bunch of this. We're at 97 alchemy, which is kind of surprising, but hey, there you go. I would get mind like water, but we need kelp and sea creature hearts for that, so unfortunately, can't really produce a cluster of that. That's alright. That's alright. Okay, I'll make some loving witch brew here. Make a whole great mana potion while we're at it. Make some sparkling seawater, I suppose. Might as well. There we go. And I guess I can make a small health potion. Why not? Don't really need to, but there you go. I will make a whole bunch of bloodsucker potions. I can make a whole bunch of cat's grace, or at least one. Make a bunch of essence of cold, essence of fire, tenacious archer, and that just leaves the moss of the cursed well, which I'll just make 24 of. There we go. Just made a whole bunch of that, but that seriously increased our weight capacity, so there you go. Can we identify anything? Nope. We can put some stuff into our stash, though. Let's move all of our crafting materials. That'll reduce our weight just enough to get us to fast travel back, which is good enough. Better to get it done now than later. There we go. And our cooking's at 100. Hey! Nice. Let's store some stuff away that we don't need. I don't think we're going to need the Vanquisher or Penny Buns, so we can ignore that. I'll just put all the specialty weapons away. Don't really need the Poison Knight Greatswords. I'll just put them away just because I can. Don't need the Brine Walls, don't need the Four Dweller Shield or the Riptide Ward. Put that anchor away. Armor-wise, I'm going to keep the helmets. I like the Crystal Walker helm because it increases damage based on endurance, which is good. Don't need King Arthur's crown, but we could certainly use it in our forging. Let's see. Do I like the Blackwater Curious more than the other? The max health and stamina is really nice, but also taking decreased damage from... whenever we take damage, it decreases incoming damage by 25%. So that is equally as good. But increasing our max HP would be pretty good. Votive's Chest. Your health drops below 25%. You restore all your stamina and mana. Nope. I don't use mana, and we recover stamina like crazy. Absolutely not on the gauntlets. Okay. Don't need that. Nope. 1% chance to instantly kill an enemy if it has less than 50% HP. Increase crit chance by 25% when your health is below 50%. Nope. And no. Receiving physical damage reduces attack to stamina by 5% of your max health. This has some insane potential, but not good for what we're looking for. And Undertow Blue Bridges. Increases your armor by 20% of your perception. Our perception is pretty high. And very tempting to obtain, because if we upgrade specifically perception, which is currently at 25, and we upgrade the melee crit chance to it, then that could actually be pretty good for armor. I don't know, though. Let me keep putting stuff away, though. Armor-wise, I'm not sure about this, so I'll keep it for now. Baptismal boots, nope. I like the melee crit chance that we get, which is 33. Every discovered lore in your journal decreases dash cost by 1% up to 100. Yeah, we're fine with dash costs. Increased crit damage by up to 100% depending on your health. Nope. And nope. And finally, cloaks. Let's see. We can decrease damage by a set amount, which would help be a good replacement for our chest piece, I suppose. And while it does reduce our crit chance by 10, we could make it work. Creatures of Sarah deal 20% less damage to us. The Penitent Cloak is decent, at least in this area anyways. Dashing leaves a decoy. We don't really need the warm coat. 50% less visible when stationary out of combat. Nope. Don't need this. This could be good when we're out of the area, but this is very good in the area, so I'm very tempted to down a potion. And you know what? I think it's been a long time coming. Let's go into our inventory, and let's consume a... Well, first let's sell our stuff, because we are going to be overweight if we don't do this. But let's respec.
I'm sure.
I think it's been a long time coming. Oh, a head of a whale cap. Nice. Breaker's Edge. Alright, anyways, let's sell some stuff. There we go. Armor. Okay. Amulets we leave alone. That we leave alone. Got a lot of potions that we should probably get rid of. I'm just gonna sell everything that isn't highest tier. Yeah, we'll go by quality. No, alphabetically ascending is good enough. Sell these. Keep the bee nectar. Blessing in a bottle. There we go. Caller's Grace. Full sale. We can sell those. We got... Sell that. And I'll keep the tier 5s over to tier 6. I seriously don't need mana, so I'll just keep the tier 6 and that's it. Kelp infusions. We don't need the kelp decoction. And I'll keep the +6 versions. Keep the Leaper potions. We want to keep the Loving Witch Brew +6. Luminous Seawater, not exactly required, so we can sell those. We've got Origin Potions. I'll keep those, though. We'll just put them in our chest when we're done. Keep the Locking. And we'll sell everything here, except for the Precision 6. Sell everything that isn't 6 there. Sea Legs Brew, We'll keep it. Well, we get a 30 if we go that one, so we'll sell this. Sell... Keep that. Well, actually, no, we got a better sound spell. We'll keep the +6 version. Sparkling Seawater and the tier 6 we keep. Sell the Tenacious Archer, because we don't use archery stuff. Sell all these. Hey, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Sell those. Pretty much it, isn't it? The rest I do want to wear or put away, so here you go. Food-wise, I mean, we could do with handling weight issues. Anything that's 0.1 shall be sold. There we go. That should be good enough.
When you need...
God, that was a sell value. Or that was a quite the sale haul. That's just a question of what I wear next. Let's go to the crafting station here. Let's go with upgrade here to see what we can do with the leggings. Okay, so the breeches will increase in sneak attack damage, but it will only increase our armor by 20% of our perception. So that is going to remain stationary. However, the Blackwater Cloak increases by a 0.25 increase for melee and ranged attacks. Not as good as I was hoping it would be, but it's fine. And while the Penitent Cloak cannot be upgraded, the 20% reduction to damage is still good. And for this, for the Blackwater Cuirass, we can upgrade it as many times as we want. And it only increases by 1% for health and stamina, so... Unless we can figure out something that's going to increase the... Yeah, like, it's going to be 8 pounds, this is 9 pounds, so it's 1 pound off, but... It is going to increase in armor value, so I suppose there is that. Really just depends if we want a 10% HP and stamina boost or not. I'm going to say no to the Blackwater Cuirass. It's nice, but I think the damage reduction is just better. Long term. For the Undertone Bloom Breeches, I guess it's tempting. The sneak attack damage would scale with, well, sneak attack damage I'd have to figure out how to scale with my attacks normally. If I can do that, then that would work really well in the build that we do. I'm going to put the Flame Kiss away, because that's not really helping us. We don't really need Giant Bone Ring. I can also put Tide's Rise away. Put the Blood Rum away. Crow's Nest is not necessary, nor is the Gift for the Beloved. I think I'm going to put Stone Warden Talisman away for now, because no quarter holds up better. We don't need Chill, Gem of Fire... Don't need Smoldering Wrath. Don't need that. Don't need that. We don't need most of this as well. So I'm just gonna put... I'll just leave that for now. Now, armor-wise. So... I mean, we go by weight, ideally, right? So the weightiest is obviously the Crystal Walker chestplate, so it's really just a question of what we prefer over that, right? Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Wonder there. I think there was like something that allowed us to benefit via sneak attack somehow. I mean, I suppose the doublet at the last jest would be a decent increase. It would be the most ideal increase, given it increases physical damage by 100, but at the same time, eh. Yeah, no, I think the only good one was the chest piece there. The helmet we keep, the chest plate I'm torn between, the gauntlets we keep. The leggings are the next on the hit box, or hit list. I guess it really just depends on our perception, don't it? Because currently, our perception is 25. So 20% of 25, I suppose. So that would be a increase of 5 if I were to just raw dog perception specifically. If I wanted to make those pants work, I'd have to basically overhaul the perception to a ridiculous degree. And even then, I'd have to increase endurance to a equal amount of ridiculous. I guess I could try it. Because an increase of 5 is still like +7, technically. I think there was something in the sneak tree, wasn't there, actually? Hold on. Skill tree. It was in dexterity, was it not? No, it was in perception. Stealth, here we go. Hmm. Yeah, this increases sneak damage. But there was something in particular. Is it something in the Cerasis tree? I think it was. Uh... Hmm. Yeah, I can't remember, but there was something that you could use. I'm just not recalling it at this moment. I mean, it's a decent set of pants, but I think we're just gonna rock with what we got. It's a decent build that we've made thus far. No need to taint it, anyway. Alrighty. So, we can head over to the ulcerate if we so desire. I guess we do need to continue going through the ulcerate, so... Just a matter of teleporting there, which isn't exactly ideal, huh? Wish there was, like, a teleport gate somewhere. Oh, well, the next closest thing I can do here is... take the fish to the location. Really all I can do. I guess I can deliver the message in a bottle while I'm out, so it's all good. Why not? Let's just do this. I guess, in a way, we do need to return the quest as well, so that works out. Hey, bud.
You need some...
I've got a bottle.
Wonderful. Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Here, take this. Make yourself...
Okay, what do you got, bud? Nothing too important. Okay.
You know...
Alright, off we go. Alright, let's turn in the quest. Yeah, I'm telling you right now.
You really
That crawlfin of yours tried to kill me. Setting traps for guests now.
What? I never thought he'd be stupid enough to actually go after someone like you. Deep Dweller's word. And may the Lord of the Depths swallow me whole if I'm lying. I mean, I knew what Krolfin was up to. We worked together, but you already know that. As long as we were processing those who'd fallen to their strongest kin, it was all perfectly fine. But then Apps started whining there wasn't enough food for the younglings. And Krolfin came up with that brilliant plan to lure in our more gullible folk. I never supported it. It goes against those fundamental dietary values I told you about.
Still, I could have died because of it. I think that deserves some compensation.
Ah, yes. Oh, yes, I remember. That's a surface custom, isn't it? Here, take this. My most precious treasure. And again, I'm terribly sorry, Toplander.
Right. I spoke with the Viridian whale caps. I don't want to risk it.
Fine. Forget about learning anything from me, then. I don't blame you for getting fooled. I am disappointed, though. But I'll get over it. After all, you're my favorite Toplander.
Right.
Take care.
I'd rather be manipulated than risk, painting my soul, as it were. Hello, Lyra.
Hello. I was hoping you'd stop by.
Are you ready to show me your collection again?
Yes! So, this one was a bit tricky. I found a sealed container in a shipwreck, so I decided to look inside, right? And there was... this. It has such an odd crystalline texture, but the golden color is so beautiful. I once heard a Morgan complain that the surface is too bright because of the, sun? So, I deduced that this must be the light of the sun itself, spun into crystals. Am I right?
Hey, that's honey. It's something we eat. It's sweet. You should try it.
You eat it? And how is it made?
By bees. Little creatures that collect nectar from flowers into their special stomachs, and then...
Stop! I think I've heard enough. So it's not the sun?
Well, the flowers grow thanks to the sun, so in a way...
I see. So I wasn't too far off, was I? Thank you for this knowledge. I think I need some time to think about it.
Right.
I think you'll...
Nothing really too special, just oral stuff, yeah.
Don't stay...
Alright. Hey,
Toplander has found this one. This one is listening.
I fed your friend. Why do you keep him captive?
The meddling Toplander should not expect to gain knowledge not meant for the Toplander's ears. This one will give the Toplander an object of material value in return for the seaweed. It was the friend who promised to share knowledge. This one made no such vow.
So it's the turtle's knowledge you're after. That's what you truly value, isn't it?
This one has never hidden that knowledge's worth is immeasurable. This one knows that the turtle is a precious friend. The sole sacrifice that might one day grant this one passage into the archive. And only this one knows where the last turtle remains. Well, this one and the Toplander, of course. But the Toplander has a mission, and the laws of Tumbo do not apply to him. Thus, that knowledge will be of no use to the Toplander.
Right.
This one has knowledge.
Not sure how I feel about him doing that, but not my place to judge. Alright. Hey, boss. About your pearl.
Oh, tell me.
You weren't entirely honest with me, were you, boss?
Not honest? Me? I am honest. Always. Always. I made the pearl. I captured the Morgan song. So it was mine, not theirs.
But it was their dying sister. You stole a part of her.
But the song would have been swallowed by the sea. Gone forever. Not humming sweetly in the darkest depths. Such a loss. Such a tragedy.
But that is the order of things.
The sea is cruel and unfeeling. So are its daughters, and so are its laws. But we are all of the sea, and to the sea we belong. I knew that, I did. I will crack the pearl, release the song, but I will not do it with joy.
Well, regardless, the pearl is yours.
And here is your reward. Something of the sea. I have more, you know. I could share for something of the land. What do you say?
Something from the sea, or something from the land? What do you mean?
Secret for secret. Knowledge for knowledge. I wish to know of the land. You wish to survive in the depths. It's a fair trade, no?
What do you want to know?
Anything. Everything. What is as clear to you as a whale's song in the dark?
I'll think about what you might find interesting.
Good. I will have my treasures ready. Show me your...
Let's see what you got. Nothing too crazy. We don't need Gills of the Deep, believe it or not. You need help with anything else?
No, I do just fine. The sea provides. I know the sea. The sea knows me. But oh, there is one thing. But I can't have it. I'm just Boz. Being Boz is not enough.
What is the thing you want but can't have?
The head of the great beast bastard. Or not the head, something else, a trophy. To have and to hold.
And why do you need that trophy?
To prove a point. I may be a thin-bled, but I am not weak, not stupid. I am strong in my cleverness. I have collected many things. I know their worth. And that knowledge I will use in the surface way. I will have what cannot be had. Respect. A little fear, not too much, but enough.
Wait, I didn't know we're talking about murder.
Murder? Not murder. A hunt. She's the daughter of the beast, and a beast herself. It's kill or be killed with her. Their kind knows no other way.
Where can I find this great beast's individual?
With the great beast, of course, deep within what's left of it. A body made into a home, crawling with the unwanted. And with the scions of the depths.
Alright, I'll bring you a trophy.
Good. And I will mount it where everyone can see. But first, you will need some things. Things I found, things I made. I wish to be a part of the hunt. Here, the bait. A smelly delicacy.
I have a new piece of knowledge for you. Above our heads is a vast open sky. It's bright during the day and dark during the night.
You've given me a gift. I will treasure it. Thank you for your knowledge, Toplander. I need to put it away. See that it sits neatly. Come back later, when I have room for more.
Sure. And you got nothing else, so there you go. So I guess we could just talk with her to give out some tidbits of knowledge and just slowly fill her repertoire. For her to enjoy, I suppose. From there, I guess we go back to the visceral ends. The corruption of the Oslet seems to spread like a stain, tracing its... Yep, we just got to trace the origin, as it were, but we need to go over to the Ulcerate to do that, so... That'll be a joy to hunt. Gotta wait for it. There we go. Off we go. the very least, this battlefield of sorts isn't hard to deal with. Okay. And the battlefield here is wacky. It is violent around here. Hey. Yeah, we're dipping. Until things calm down anyways. Alright, let's go in real quick before things go a bit more awry. God, that outside is a mess. Just constant barrage after barrage. Alright, let's explore the Ulcerate properly first, before we go anywhere. Okay, we go down here. Cross. Nothing here. Anything on this side? Not really, but there is this, so we can do that real quick. Very least it'll allow us to bust through things, see what's what. Third stopper. We got something down here that we can't return from, so go this way. Who are you?
Toplander, Abyssodontist himself must have sent you to me. We need to talk. Privately, and right away if possible.
What happened? You look upset.
Yes, I'm so terrified, I feel like I'm about to die. Thank you for giving me a moment of your time. Trust me, I'd bow down to you and invite you over for a round of faceted shells. But I'm out of time, and my head is on the line. Like it or not, you're the only one I can turn to. If anyone else learns what happened, I'll end up in a geyser, doomed to boil forever. It's about an egg, a priceless egg from our collection. One of them has disappeared. I have no idea who would be so bold to commit such a theft, but it's true. The egg is gone.
Whose egg?
Thankfully, it wasn't one of the creator's eggs. Abyssodontist must have been watching over those. But it's still a priceless egg from the collection of reef-bound scientists, raised to help Saras grow and gather knowledge in the future. This kind of reef-bound is the future of our community. The first of us who may one day have intellect equal to that of the ancient crewman.
You have any idea who might have stolen the egg?
Oh, I do. Their disgusting bodies are already boiling in the geyser, watched by the ever-vigilant Thalrin. The problem is, they insist they're innocent, despite the overwhelming evidence against them. I still don't know where the egg is. I'm already getting odd looks for leaving this place so often.
What is this overwhelming evidence you're talking about?
The slime of the Scourge of the Seas. It was definitely the slime of the Scourge of the Seas. It can't be mistaken for any other substance. They tend to grow lesser organisms on their bodies. I spent half a day cleaning that disgusting residue off my bedding. And wouldn't you know it? Depth Gore's gang are all scourges, and we've long suspected them of thieving and smuggling. It's obvious they're responsible for stealing the egg.
Is there anything else I should know?
Thalrin can be very principled. If you don't give him a good reason for speaking with the prisoners, he might not let you near them. And since this whole business with the missing eggs needs to stay between us, telling him the truth is out of the question. I did hear, however, that he has a weakness for rum from the surface. If you don't have any on you, check the chests on the sunken ships. We've got a lot of those down here.
Where can I find him?
On the oozing fields, of course. The closest thing we have to a prison. Thankfully, we don't get many wrongdoers here in the Sanctuary. But when we do, we have Thalrin and his geysers. They're enough to scare anyone out of ever breaking the rules of our community.
Alright, I know everything I need to. I'll come back with answers.
Come back with the egg, my dear. Come back with the egg. And don't forget that my life is in your hands. Hurry, please. Take this key. It's your fastest way out. I'm counting on you.
Okay, we get Brant's key, which gets us the unlock there. But obviously there is more to it than that. I'm gonna go the other way first. I have a weird feeling that that's gonna lead us somewhere fun. So why not, right? Worst case, I just end up somewhere I don't know where I'll be, but we do get over here. Got a body here, which has a frailty arrow. Oh, okay, so it wasn't that bad. It was just like a little side area, really. Nothing worth truly mentioning. So it's kind of pointless to go there, but not completely pointless. There was still items, to be fair. What about here? We found the lights. And that's the other area looking down on there. So there you go. Let's go down here. Take on the Finbloods. They'll be easy to deal with. Slowfall potion. Okay, so that was something they could use, but I'm not going to use it here because we can just slip down here instead. Grab all those. Grab everything there. Don't really need to break the eggs, do we? Or at least intentionally, anyways. Then around here. There is a crossbow, though. I guess we need to access that somehow. think I can get at it from the other side. But I'd have to go down anyways. Or I just go up here. There we go. Okay, what's over here? Okay. The guys are leading us up here. And what's over here? Ah, we're led to this side. Perfect. And from there, we just drop down to here. Gets us the sound of a bell, and gets us out here. Cool. Alright, from there, we can just run back down here, see what's what. Here we go. Okay, we got something in here. Nothing else. Okay. Nothing really up there that we can pilfer through, so I guess we go this way. Going on. Oh, hello. I guess we found the source of the infection. Alright, let's break him. Hey. Get coral and an anchor. Heavy attacks deal additional 100% damage. To be fair, it is a straight-up anchor, so fair. We get a Saurus skill point for our troubles. We can't really invest it until we get to a campfire, so... Well, I guess we can actually just go to the Saurus Shrine here. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, heavy attacks increase attack speed by 25% for 4 seconds. I don't really need this, but I should probably use it, because it will at least branch over to Vicious Gamble, which increases our base maximum damage, but decreases our minimum damage, which is kind of more entertaining. Melee attacks done when jumping or falling are always critical, but also decrease your attack speed and movement speed by 50%. This is something we don't activate, because it's actually a debuff on us. Enemies take up to 33% increased damage based on missing stamina. This could actually really help for damage output, so we do want that eventually. Holding heavy attacks up to 3 seconds increase their damage dealt by up to 100%. 50% of damage from critical hit is dealt to nearby enemies. Reduce melee damage taken by 33% during your own melee attacks, which is almost all the time. That's actually really amazing for a tank. Rogue, let's see. I'll just grab that. And each socketed relic in your equipped items increases your spell power by 7% and max mana by 2%. So as long as all my slots are filled, we actually get slightly more mana, which is nice. Grab that, the Duelist Blade. Down here, nope. But I can clamber up this way, if I prefer the more manual method. Which I'm gonna do. I guess we go up here. Bada boom. We have done it.
What now? I'm up to my gills in problems as it is.
Can you tell me more about the ulcers?
The ulcer, it is what it is. There's not much more to it than what you see. Endless rows of eggs and countless spawns of the Lord of the Seas. All for me to look after.
What does looking after the Lord's children entail?
Keeping the eggs warm so they hatch. Making sure what comes out doesn't die on the spot. And then comes the delightful task of raising them. Making sure they don't grow up weak. With the scions, it's easy. They have an innate craving for domination. But even that needs to be reined in sometimes. Reefbounds are smart, sometimes too smart for their own good. Out in the world, too much thinking can get you killed. And Finbloods are, well, you learn to live with them.
Do you look after the Lord's children on your own?
Of course not. I appoint carers to help me around the ulcerate. After all, it's only natural that older siblings should look after the younger, isn't it? I chose those who show the most promise. Those who understand why they went through all those hardships. They don't know familiar love the way we do. So, at least there's no risk of spoiling the little ones rotten.
Your approach to child rearing seems rather strict.
The world out there's cold and uncaring. Even more so than the one we grew up in. Only the strong survive. Charity and empathy are luxuries, not instincts. To everyone out there, you're just a meal waiting to happen. And you can't let that happen. Neither can they. They are the children of the terror of the seas. They need to live up to their heritage.
Do you care for them? You don't seem very motherly.
Well, then you haven't met my mother. May the gods rest her soul, and the soil quench her anger. This place requires a heavy hand. Thankfully, that's one of the things I inherited from her. That, and my pretty eyes.
How long have you known Lear?
He sank my ship, the bastard. But he was clever enough not to sink me. I hated him back then. Thought I'd never stop. He took my ship, my men, and my freedom. I wasn't made to serve, but it turned out servitude wasn't what he wanted from me. He needed someone to keep things in order. So his ship became mine, and so did his men. In the end, he never gave me an order I didn't want to follow.
What kind of orders did he give?
Just one. Make sure they obey. At sea, discipline is everything. Every so often, you get some fool who thinks he's too big for his britches. That's how you know you slipped up. Gave them time to think. And thinking's where the trouble starts. They're not meant to think. They're meant to listen and do as they're told. The only thing they ought to be wondering is how long they can hold their breath while being keel-hauled for running their mouths when they shouldn't.
Do you miss the surface?
Nah. I'd always known I'd end up at the bottom of the sea one day. Just never thought it would be this way. Instead of being fish food, I'm basically a fish lord. This place is tough, and it suits me. Though I do miss sailing. Oh, I've gone as stale as a forgotten hardtack.
About the ulcerate infestation.
You solved the problem?
Yes, the source of the infestation is gone.
Aha! Finally, some peace and quiet here. Though not for long, I suppose. Now tell me, what had the gall to corrupt my ulcerate?
Something died deep in the ulcerate. Then the crawling rot started spreading around it and infecting the nearest eggs.
Oh, blast it! Looks like it was my own negligence that caused it. Oh, this place won't let you put your guard down for even a moment. You did good, stranger. I promised you the melody, so meet me at the organ. And may the Lord of the Seas have mercy on you, because Leah sure won't.
Right. Well, that's visceral ends completed, so that's good. We're doing something right at the very least when it comes to this shenanigan, so it works out in the end. But now, it's time to enter the battlefield that is this, outside the ulcerate. Because we got a whole slew of things to explore here. Okay, an alchemy station. I mean, I guess I could make some mind-like water. But we've got our alchemy up to 100, so we don't really need to do that. Not until we upgrade our potential when it comes to crafting miscellaneous goods like that, so... No need to push the barbell, as it were. You get the sculpture garden, whatever that is. Still curious why everything's just coming in like mortar fire. Well, what's with all these attacks? Makes you wonder. Unavailable during combat? Okay. Guess I'll take you out. Weird, but okay. Alright, to the gardens, whatever these are. Hello, hello. Looks fancy out here. Oh, but people have turned to stone, it seems. Is this the place where Medusa's at? Oh no. It's either that or Basilisk, one of the two. Feels like that energy.
And who is this, slithering around in my garden? Oh, I thought I checked every last one of you today. Poor thing, you must be so confused.
I am confused. What are you talking about?
There. No need to fret. I'll get you back to your spot. Your form is spectacular, you know? It would be a shame to let it wither away with the currents.
Don't come any closer.
It's all right. Don't be afraid. I know it's been a long time since you felt this fleshy body. It's not perfect, is it? So fragile, so prone to damage, to decay, to change. But don't worry, I won't let any of that happen.
What?
Shh, calm. I prefer when your expressions are serene, not twisted in terror. You're so beautiful. It would be such a loss to mar that beauty with a grimace. Now, look me in the eyes. It's time for you to go back to sleep. See? Isn't that better? Your bodies are exquisite. The shape, the smoothness of your skin. I watched once as it withered, sagging, wrinkling, draining of color, until slowly, oh, so slowly, fell apart completely. It was a vile process, but my gaze saved you from that fate. And now, after centuries upon centuries, you remain unchanged, just as you should be. You broke it. Again? How is that even possible? You insolent thing. This is for your own good.
No. Absolutely not. Oh boy, Petrify. That's a new spell. And we got the Mirror Aegis. Parrying deflects magical properties. Abyssal Air Sabatons. So, yeah, first let's talk about the Petrify spell. That's gonna be a fun one. Let's see. It should be in this slot here. Here we go, Petrify. Creature... Alright, so Petrify, Lightcast creates a large wave of stones, dealing less damage the further it travels. Consumes Petrification to guarantee critical hits, and deals 400% more damage. And the Heavy Cast slowly petrifies all enemies in front of you. Only works on enemies that look directly into the lights, however. So we've effectively become a Medusa in that regard. Okay, so Kelp Weave and Reefbound gear is actually quite expensive. The Abyssal Air Sabatons increase movement speed by 33% when moving towards an enemy, and it reduces noise generated. And the Abyssal Air Cloak, dealing damage restores 2% of it as health, up to 80% of the last damage received within 4 seconds. Respectable. I'm going to lose the crit in favor of getting damage reduction against the enemies in here. we'll go from there. That's the Drowned Lantern, and I do believe we got a new shield, so I guess that's in a weapon category here. It's actually a quest item, it seems. Parrying deflects magical projectiles back to their source. It's a ridiculously nice tool. But it's only specific to magic projectiles, I will add. It's not perfect. It's over here. Grab that. Amazing what you'll find if you just swim a bit. At the very least, it looks like I managed to free people from a, fate. Well, I didn't free anybody, but I certainly helped. To a certain extent. Well, that works. Oh, can I get up there? Doesn't look like it, though. Yeah, no, we're not going up there. Alright. Pretty much cleanse that area. Ah, another battle zone. Let's go. Hello, Drowned Knights. I'm here to beat you to death. Go down. God, that's ridiculous. And for our troubles, we get Coin, Blessing in Bottle, Kraken's Maw, and Blackwater Curious. Blackwater Curious increases max health by 1 per level. That's a insane scaling. Because we are level 80, that is an 80% increase. And if this can upgrade, oh god, it will be stupid. Anchor, heavy attacks deal additional 100% damage. That's actually a pretty decent, Curious, though. Increasing max health by 1 per level, that's not bad. If that increases by even like a percentage if we upgrade it, that's gonna be really nice. Be amazing. Pry this open. Get the Mana Ring and Water Droplet. Mana Ring increases mana by 25. Water Droplet is a spell. Alright, let's break lockpicks until we get to 84 thefts. I believe I've already talked about this before when it comes to lockpicking, but we just want to get that to 100. We'll go from there. And one more for good measure. There we go. 84. There we go. Popped open. Grab everything there. Okay, we got a gate here, apparently. that leads us away from this area, but we're going to hold off on that. Yeah, this area is really violent. I do wonder why it's being hurled like this. It's ridiculous. Feels like a war zone here. They don't even last long either, which is wild. It's the question of where they're coming from, huh? Oh, they're being launched. I see. There we go. Take that. Got a chronicle, apparently. Alright, come on. At least the damage we take isn't really that bad. Okay. There we go. What is a straight up war zone no matter where you look. Okay. There's no peace here, is there? Christ. Okay, grab all that. I guess we go in here. Vanish. Kind of surprised it's not a grind spot, but I respect it. I respect it. Very clear that they don't want us to farm these things. Except for the materials, I should say. The materials are where it's at, I wager, when it comes to the harvest, I guess. I suppose you could farm the fish specifically, but that's about it. We're going down here. Going here. Grab everything there. At least we're getting a whole bunch of food, so we can turn this into something valuable in time. I'm gonna dip at this point. There's so much stuff here. Alright, I guess we're doing this. Oh god, what was that? Okay. I really should get going now. We need to go. We need to seriously go. Hey, get me out, get me out.
You know what's the worst thing about being a giant mouth everyone wants to walk through? Everyone's so damn servile and polite. Insult me for a change. Then I'll open up.
Servile, huh? That's what you must have been. That must have wanted to be to the Lord of the Depths, judging by the size of your gob.
Good one! Good one! Granted, our Lord lays eggs since under the surface, breeding works differently. But hey, you tried. And that was still more interesting than anything else I've heard so far. Step right in.
Well, I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'll take it. We need to get out of here. And that's the level up. There we go. Nice. The island's in between. Let's level up first, and let's see what we got. I guess Perception. That'll increase our melee crit chance, so that's good. And what else? I mean, increasing the healing that we do is pretty much paramount, but we don't really need to do that. Red Death is also just a list of things that we can do. I could start with more damage by getting more stacks of Lament, which we usually start with a ridiculous amount, so that's nice. And let's think. I do actually get way more stacks, so I can get up to 200 stacks of Lament specifically. You know what? Let's start with, let's Let's get killing an enemy gets us 20 stacks of lament this time. That's just going to increase our damage output ridiculously well. Let's save here. So far, so good. Let's see what else there is.
Aha! A rival approaches. If you're here to save the princess, turn back. We saw her first.
But we haven't seen her yet, remember? Because we're too scared to go in.
Hush, you crustacean. I told you already. If you're scared, you can leave. I will stay and save the princess. And then I'll marry her.
But you haven't gone in either. And I want to marry the princess too.
You don't even know the meaning of the word. You're just a Finbled. And you, what are you still doing here?
You know what it means to marry someone?
Well, of course I know. You wish to challenge my knowledge, Toplander? Very well. To marry someone is to give yourself into the eternal service of the one who rescued you. For the princess said to the knight, "You saved my life, therefore I shall marry you." So it means she incurred a life debt and must repay it with her existence.
Really? That's what it means? But what will I do with a princess? I don't even know what they eat.
That's one way of looking at marriage, I guess.
See? I told you, my knowledge is unparalleled. Both of you should just give up and let me save the princess.
Hold on, what princess?
A princess is the daughter of a king who rules a faraway land. And I am her knight in, well, not very shining armor.
Oi, I am a knight too. I have armor. And I brought a gift for her.
What? He swore he didn't tell anyone else about the gifts. That shellhead. Anyway, I'm Bruno the Wise, and the Finbled insists on being called Bruno the Bold. Ugh.
The two of you sound like you've been listening to fairy tales for children.
Children? I beg your pardon? This is knowledge of the highest order, bestowed upon us by Hiss. We paid a good price for it.
Well, an outrageous price, truth be told. But it's all true. Hence why we are here.
You mentioned you brought gifts?
Damned Hiss. Yes, it turns out we both brought gifts. Hiss said it was customary. But I'm not saying anything else. Oh no, certainly not in front of the Finbled.
What would a princess be doing here?
What all princesses do, of course. She's being held captive in a cave.
A tower.
A tower that's in a cave, and she's waiting for a valiant knight to rescue her. If you go inside and listen, you can hear her calling for help.
And it's very, very creepy.
How is it creepy?
I wouldn't say what she's doing is calling for help. More like wailing. She sounds terrified. In pain. Like a shoal of floatlings torn apart by the scion of the depths.
Perhaps I should try and rescue her myself.
Oh, really? Well, why not? You can forge a path for me. Weaken the enemies a bit. But I doubt the princess would want to be rescued by the likes of you. Or who knows, maybe I'll rescue her from you. We'll see how it goes.
Sure. I'm mildly curious. Before we do anything... There we go, just grab everything there. Seems like we got crafting materials across the board. What's around here? Nothing too crazy. We're getting near to the end of our exploration of sorts, so there you go.
Yes, speak to me.
Why do you think the princess is in this cave exactly?
Everyone knows there is someone trapped in there. Always has been. It's just that everyone lacked the knowledge to figure out it's an actual princess just waiting for her rescuer. Well, until a brave knight named Bruno the Wise came along.
You know princesses don't live for hundreds of years, don't you?
Obviously, magic is involved. There always is in such cases. I can't believe I need to explain such basic concepts to a toplander.
I've also met a few knights back on the surface. You're nothing like them.
Are you trying to insult me or compliment me?
Just stating a fact.
Oh, then I suppose I should thank you for your knowledge. Even though it's partial at best.
What can you tell me about Bruno the Bold?
He's a Finnblad. That should tell you everything. They're simple, cowardly creatures. His story must have awakened some buried ambition in him. We do come from the same father, after all. But he'll turn tail the moment things get dangerous, I'm sure of it.
You mentioned you had a gift for the princess?
Yes, a courting gift, Hiss called it. I'm not entirely sure what it's for. Maybe to sway the princess if she doesn't want to be rescued. But, well, I have one. That's what counts.
What do you plan to give her?
A wreath made of the sturdiest, most beautiful coral. A crown fit for a princess, bestowed upon her by her brave knight.
Why don't you show it to me? Then I can tell you if she'll like it.
What? Oh, no. Maybe the Finnblad would fall for a trick like that, but not me. If you really want it, you'll have to challenge me to a duel. The outcome will prove which one of us is truly worthy of rescuing the princess.
Very well. I challenge you to a duel.
I accept. Let this duel decide our worthiness.
That was easy.
You beat me. It was a fair fight. If I couldn't even defeat you, how could I ever hope to rescue a princess? I've been foolish, unworthy of my title. Here, take the wreath, and take my place as her knight.
I didn't mean to... Okay, sure.
I bet you've rescued someone before. You've got that look about you.
Can you tell me about anything about Bruno the Wise?
He's a reef-bound, and not half as wise as he wants everyone to think. I remember him from the Ulcerate. The others used to laugh at him behind his back. Just between us, he shouldn't even be here. He ran away. Sir Apps never thought he was fit to leave the Ulcerate.
Why are you both called Brunor?
It's the name of the knight from his story. I liked how it sounded. Guess the reef-bound did too. Seems we're more alike than he'd ever want to admit.
Sir Apps allowed you out.
Yup. I might not be wise, but I'm not stupid. Not when it counts, anyway. I know how to survive, and that's what matters. Though, I'd like to become something more. That's why I'm here.
You mentioned you had a gift for the princess.
I do. And to tell you the truth, Hiss didn't tell me anything about gifts. I just thought it would be a nice thing to do, you know? I want the princess to like me. And everyone likes gifts, don't they?
What kind of gift did you bring?
Oh, it's nothing fancy. Just a conch I found. It whispers the secrets of the sea. It's really calming. And judging by the sounds coming from that cave, she'll need that. I even made it into a necklace. Princesses like jewelry, don't they?
This seems oddly cruel. I think he deserves the princess. God. Well, princesses like jewelry if it's made of gold and precious stones. I don't think she'll find a conch very impressive.
Really? Oh no, I didn't know that. And I don't have any of those things. What am I supposed to do now?
I mean, I have gold. Well, Give me the conch and I'll trade you some.
Will you? Oh, thank you so much. You're a good egg. That's what Sir Apps used to say when we did something right. Never to me personally, but I overheard. Here, take the conch. It's useless anyway, though I still think it's pretty.
Alright, cool.
If I'm not here when you come back, it means I'm rescuing the princess.
Definitely. I'm not gonna stop him, but we should probably go in first. Why not? Let's do this. Let's see what this princess is all about. Those whispers sound familiar, but not in a good way. Reminds me of the whispers from those, eyes. It doesn't sound like a woman. Those red bulbs are quite familiar. Oh, okay. I just had to touch it, I guess. I was interacting with it, but I guess it didn't. You had to physically touch it. Oh, hello. Hey. Alright. Just gotta beat all the, sailors here. There we go. Take out the Drowned Knight. There we go. Take you out. Oh. Abyssal Trident. Okay, so it was just a possessed ship, it looks like. Hmm. Alright, seems like the energy from that thing has drained away. I guess in a way it wasn't wrong, but it also wasn't right either. It was a ship that was causing those noises, not a maiden in distress. Guess we'll hop down here. Absolutely nothing but a spirit. Guess I could prop this open. Grab those. I suppose I can look deeper to see if there's anything else, but I don't think there would be, but you never know. There's something down here. Nothing too crazy, just a gold bar. Always a welcome addition. I'm going to assume there's no level cap now I think about it when it comes to the game. It'll just be harder and harder to level, that's all it really comes down to. Which I respect. I respect that. That said, it means I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do experience. Oh, whatever. I'm just rambling to myself at this point. Alright. That was easy. Okay. Grab all those. Okay, let's go over here, see what else is down here. If anything. Oh. Hold on. Did I go the wrong way? Clearly not. What's up here? Yeah, no, I went this way, didn't I? Oh, okay, so this is something different. I just didn't go the right way. Oh, well, no, I did go the right way. I just didn't go this way. What's this? Rug-shaped ring. Increase mana regeneration by a percentage. That could be broken, but I don't think it's... Well, it could have been broken, but I don't think that's the case. Oh, I see. So this is the top bit. Ah, okay. There we go. Well, I guess I'll inform the guys of the, disappointments. But, yeah. I guess in a way they've been, swindled. Not by me, necessarily, but by...
It's gone quiet. So strange. I feel... lighter, somehow. But where's the princess?
Did you rescue her? Or is she dead?
There was no princess. Just a past that needed to be put to rest.
Are you sure? Oh, and here I thought I discovered something special. Serves me right for believing Hiss's lies.
I don't mind. I wouldn't know what to do with the princess anyway. At least the cave stopped wailing.
Both of your gifts were very helpful.
That's good to know. At least this whole thing hasn't been a complete waste of time.
You helped Saros. Serving your land is what knighthood is truly about.
If you say so, then perhaps I should keep being Bruno the Wise. Maybe I'll look for other ways to use my knighthood.
We could both become wandering knights. Perhaps we'll even find a princess one day, as long as we know it's not the most important thing.
Thank you, Toplander, for taking up this mission. It's been an honor to meet you.
I'm not gonna dash their dreams. They deserve a chance to live it out. Why not? Right? Speaking of, what did they actually give me? I was just trying to tell them, like, I was trying to just keep their morale up. A coral reef. Each hit applies wet, and increases your attack speed by 20%. That's not bad. And it's an armor piece, so technically it applies with unarmed attacks as well. So I could theoretically do a wet build, which is interesting to think about. And well, in a way it would be nice, but unfortunately the Crystal Walker helmet does increase our physical damage based on our endurance, so that's also something to consider. But yeah, I guess that's that. It wasn't too bad. Alright, let's see what else is around here. I'm sure there's more to it. Well, there's the gateway there, and then there's up here. Leads us to a person. Hello.
You are a Toplander. My word, you must be quite a sensation in Tumbo. Be careful, they might not let you leave until they've sucked you dry of all your knowledge. Their thirst for anything from the surface is insatiable, trust me. Oh, my name's Vosk. Nice to meet you.
Are you from Tumbo?
Oh, no, I don't quite fit in, but I'm working on that. I've just had not much luck lately.
You're working on fitting in?
Yes, ever since I was allowed to leave the Ulcerate, which in my opinion should never have happened in the first place. I have no great purpose, no craving for knowledge, I just float around uselessly. I'm a complete disgrace of a reef-bound. There must have been something wrong with my egg, but no one noticed.
Well, what are you trying to do?
Well, I just please don't laugh at me. I'm looking for the red floatlings. I heard they hatch in the wild. They swim around freely, soaking up all the knowledge that still floats in the sea. I know it sounds a bit silly, but Josephus told me.
What do you need the red floatlings for?
Well, I suppose I have to eat them? I haven't thought that far, to be honest. The point is, if I absorb their knowledge, maybe it'll spark a thirst for more in me. Or awaken a purpose. anything, really.
I mean, I can help you look for the red floatlings.
Really? Oh, that'd be amazing, thank you. I'll stay here, then. You can search elsewhere, and I won't miss them if they come by here.
Very well. Seems like there's more that direction as well. Another Maw of the Current. But one thing at a time. And we got some insane athletics now. This is another Maw. I'm gonna see if I can't find some more of those areas where we can slip into. Break the break these bits here, the membrane. Get ourselves the Woundbearer's Amulet. Increases bonus damage from frailty by 50%. Frailty. Increase non-status damage received by 1. Up to 66% for 8 seconds. Tempting. Let's see. I think that's a part of the rogue tree. Yeah, Frailty Broker. Dealing damage to an enemy applies a stack of Frailty. Heavy attacks and weak spot hits apply an additional stack. When I critically hit, I apply an additional stack of Frailty. So as long as I hit and crit, I'm basically doing 2 stacks. If I manage to get a heavy attack or weak spot hits, I can apply an additional stack. Pushing an enemy consumes all stacks of Frailty, breaking enemy armor for up to 15 seconds. So we basically increase the amount of damage we do by 50% if we were to be in the rogue tree, but we're in the warrior tree, so kind of pointless. But it's good to know it's there, I suppose. Let's resolve this Maw.
Oh, Toplander. Come right in. You're welcome.
Is that it? I don't have to do anything for you?
Not a thing. I'm glad someone like you makes use of me. It's been ages since anyone who's seen the surface crossed my threshold.
I thank you. I'll use you willingly then.
Yes, you were right. It won't be so easy. That would be against the laws of Saris. So, if you ever want to actually leave this island, instead of remaining trapped in an endless loop, you must first face the island's guardian. Toplander, you shall not pass until you face the guardian of this island. Defeat the guardian. Claim the power it protects. Then the passage I guard will open before you.
Okay, I fight the Guardian here, I guess. That's easy. Go down, knight. Haha. Alright, we get the Blackwater Gauntlets and Sabatons, and yeah, I guess we can talk with the guy.
Toplander, you have seized the Guardian's power. My gate now stands open before you.
Good to hear. Good to hear. That was easy. Let's see what else is around here, because I'm gonna do a quick sweep. I think it's around time that I should do this, at least. We get another Origin Potion. a welcome addition, to say the least. But of course, we got more to pilfer here and there. Can't really get up there. Though I want to. Well, no biggie. We'll just collect some of that. Clamber up here. Alright, take those. Oh, hi, Finblood. Here we go. Oh, there was a corpse down there, huh? Okay. I guess I am just sprinting through most things. I guess we'll go into the incense cave? It sounded like incense. Oh, hello.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. A faithful. A live one at that. Not scaly, not fin-bled or reef-bound. Oh, you don't have an ugly mug like one of the scions of the depths. Truth be told, you're quite pretty, aren't you? Damn. I mean, welcome to the First Church of the wonderful Congregation of the Saving World of the Prophet Above the Roots. I'm so glad to have you here, First of the Faithful. I'm Magdalene.
Nice to meet you.
Oh dear, you're so sweet. Well, if I'd known you were coming today, I'd have tidied up a little. The altar's a bit dusty and my things are all lying around. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm sorry, Faithful. I swear it doesn't always look like this. It's just no one's been here for quite a while. Well, truth be told, there was no one here apart from Boz. Ever. Oh, right, Boz. Do you know her? Well, she lives in the nearby village, Tumbo. You two should get along. Boz is great.
I know, Boz. Let's just say we once worked together.
Really? Oh, I bet you weren't bored. Boz always has the best ideas for adventures. We're from the same litter in the Ulcerit. You could say we're sisters, in a way, even though she hatched from a different egg. My true brothers and sisters were eaten by the scions of the depths. It happens sometimes.
The Church of the Prophet. How did that end up in Sararis?
Yes. A church of the Prophet, I think. I hope I haven't garbled it. I'm still so new to this. There weren't many useful instructions in that coffer. Only a strangely written handbook. The Bible of the Red Church, I think it was called?
Oh no.
There was also some historical books and a few prayers. I'm glad the Prophet chose red. I like that color. The Red Church sounds really good, but I've decided I won't use the ready-made name that fell into my fins. You need to prove yourself in a church, right?
Where did you get that coffer?
Oh, the coffer was sent to me by the Prophet. Well, that's how churches work, don't they? You raise your hands upwards and then you believe really, really hard. And there it is. One day we find the goodness sent to us by the Prophet. And that goodness, it gives our lives purpose. That's what happened to me, at least. The Ulcerit is not the nicest place to live, you know? I was always alone there. But I believed one day something good would happen. And it did. I was summoned by Lady Prophet Kai and became a oh, what do you call it? A priest.
Is there anything about the Red Church's doctrine that you don't understand?
Oh, yes. Quite a lot, actually. In the prayers and handbooks, there's a lot about a plague. That the plague will come and eat us all or something. But I don't know about any plague, and I don't see why it should come for me. What does it want from me? I don't have anything of value. It should mind its own gills, or nose, or whatever it has.
The plague is a sickness that ravages the surface world. My people suffer because of it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Back in the Ulcerate, we'd get sick sometimes. Usually it was brought by tadpoles, or young finbleds that escaped to Saras for a moment. Sir Apps and his helpers always got really mad when that happened. Sometimes it was just stupid parasites, but other times, entire eggs would die. My Red Church will protect and cure those who come here in need. Thank you, faithful. Sometimes, even a shepherd can learn something from her flock.
That's good. You know, Magdalene, I once met Prophet Kai.
What? You met the Lady Prophet? Oh dear, by her holy word, that's amazing! Have you seen her drop coffers of goodness for us? Or, oh no, don't tell me. I'd rather not know and imagine it all for myself. It must have been so incredible. What do you think she would say if she saw the church I built here for her? Everything according to the handbook.
I think she'd love what you're doing here.
Thank you so much for your words. It's terribly kind of you. Oh dear, a member of my church has met the Lady Prophet personally.
The name of your church isn't very catchy. It's terribly long.
I know, but I thought about it for so long and I just couldn't decide. At first, I thought the First Church would be a good name, because we don't have anything like that here in Saras. And then I thought, no, it will be the Wonderful Congregation, because we don't have that in Saras either. But it felt silly not to mention what the church is about, so I added the saving word of the Prophet above the roots, to be clear. In the end, all three sounded fine, so I just combined them. But since you think it's too long and not very catchy, the First Church, saving, roots, you're right. It is a lot of words. And truth be told, I don't even understand some of them.
The Wonderful Congregation sounds good. It's neat and evocative.
Oh, yes. I didn't think of that. Neat. That's such a good term. The Wonderful Congregation seems to best reflect what this place is meant to be. Even though there are only two of us, so it's not much of a congregation, but we're both wonderful. Yes. Anyway, there you have it. The Wonderful Congregation. You know, I'm really excited. My first faithful. A new name. It's like a new beginning.
How was life back at the Ulcerate?
It was cold and dark. Dampness and slime everywhere. The ones who hatched close to Sir Apps had it best. Boz and I hatched deep in the Ulcerate. Older finbleds and tadpoles often sneaked in there. They bullied the weak. The tadpoles, well, they were the worst. Sometimes they even ate some of us. Usually, they grew into the scions of the depths. They're insatiable. Not when it comes to hunger, but entertainment. That's what the hunt is for them.
Can you leave the Ulcerate on your own?
Not at the beginning. when we're big enough, Sir Apps and the carers decide who to let out into the world. But some of us choose to escape. The rest stay in the ulcerate, waiting to be let out, or searching for a chance to run.
What happens to you? What happens to you when you're let out into the world?
We start a church, or we collect knowledge, like Boz. And sometimes we turn feral. Most of the Finbleds end that way. They get hungry and it makes them stupid. But it's not their fault. It's just how it is.
What about you?
Me? I escaped. Boz had been let out a moment earlier. We agreed she'd wait for me, and she did. Together, we wandered to Tumbo. It's easier for Finbleds to live in groups. It's better together.
What does your day here look like?
Usually I read the Prophet's word and try to listen to what's inside me. That's what the handbooks tell me to do. It's very hard, listening to what's inside you. Sometimes, when I focus too much, I start hearing my heartbeat and get anxious that I'm going to die. It's the same when I breathe in too much bulb fume. If I ever heard voices speaking to me, I'd keel over for sure. Apart from that, I knit and sometimes make trinkets. Everything for the Prophet. Searching for salvation in the Word.
What do you say to an exchange? My things for yours?
Oh, I'd love that. That sounds like something you'd do in a church. I'd love to see what you have for exchange.
You mentioned that no one apart from Boz ever visited you.
Yes. But that doesn't bother me. There is a right time for everything. Even for Boz to find a moment to spare for me. She's just very busy right now. She needs to gather knowledge, like everyone in Tumbo.
Why aren't you living in the village like everyone else?
Oh, well, I don't think they really understand me, you know? They've decided I don't fit in. I don't have enough knowledge, and I doubt I ever will. And I understand them. You don't need to fit in everywhere, do you? Truth be told, I got used to not having my own place. But I'm here now, in my church, my very own place. And you are here too! Ha! It's really amazing. I'm not alone.
Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. You've got the Adventurer's Handbook on potions for kelp decoctions. I guess I can quickly grab that. Why not? Clairvoyant Sashes. +1 to skill points. Nice. Grab that. I suppose I could grab a bunch of ingredients if I so desire. Tentacles, sea creature's heart. Let's just buy all these. Might as well. There we go. Whispers. Let's see what's up around here, I guess. I'm quite curious. But in our inventory, we can quickly use that, or consume that thing. There we go. We get to learn kelp decoctions and luminous seawater. That's going to be nice for the future. Breakwater. Here's that there's something over there. Okay, I guess I climb up here. Do a bit of parkour. Go up and over down to here, drop down, The Shepherd's Manual. If you guys want to read that, just pause the video and there you go. All of the depths. Grab all that.
Praise. May you.
Alright, nice. Let's see. And Call of the Depths. You can summon drowned sailors to fight by your side if you heavy cast. And then you can order them with a light cast. Lifeline Hoop. Decrease incoming damage by 50% when your stamina is below 10%. We don't ever get to a point of that nature. Increase physical damage by 5% of your max health. Okay, so we've got 520 technically. 5% of that is 25 damage. Or we increase our physical damage by 25%. Huh. That's not bad. We'd need a ridiculous amount of HP for that to be a significant damage boost, but it's not bad for what it is. What else do we get? I guess I can quickly check the jewels, because that's what we found. Breakwater. Okay, we got another breakwater, so we reduce the damage by additional 5% if we wear it. We could sack the ring for it, I suppose. Yeah, let's do it. So now, if we go into our inventory... Oh. What the hell happened? Hold on. Let's reload that. That was weird. Let's take this off. And if we equip that, there we go. Now we've got, say, 2 breakwater rings that give us a 10% or a 5% damage reduction against creatures of Saurus, which is quite literally anything down here, so that's just going to be a 10% damage reduction with no penalties. This will make it so we don't have to worry too much about food being an issue anymore. And it's just convenient that, compared to just wearing that ring that just gives us a significant reduction to statistics. We're going to set up a bonfire so we can level up here. We got Arthur to talk with, I guess, so that's nice. Let's bolster up our strength, I guess? Nah, let's just bulk up our perception, because that's what we want, ideally, because that's going to increase critical damage, crit chance, and sneak damage, which is nice. We will go into Red Death here. We just want to fully flesh out the Red Death tree, I guess, or at least one part of the tree. So I'm going to start with 35 stacks, and then we'll get the last thing. Let's go talk with Arthur here. I see the Red Church's reach runs deeper than we expected.
Come now, my friend. There's no need for bitterness. You must admit, Lady Magdalene's congregation differs greatly from what you knew in Avalon. I find it amusing. It may be the first time a doctrine has been twisted so wildly and produced something kind.
You think your sister would like it?
Ah, I wish she could meet Lady Magdalene. As you've seen, Kai is very pragmatic, at times even cynical. She would have been utterly stumped by the little priest's eagerness. Yet I have always believed my sister to be, above all, kind. Seeing Lady Magdalene's faith and principles would have warmed her heart. I'm quite sure she would even have admitted to sending the first coffer herself, if only to keep the little creature happy.
I see. A fair assessment, Arthur. A fair assessment. Take out these thin blood here. There we go. Perish. Pick up this. Okay, that just opened easily. There you go. Grab what we can. Nice. Anything else here? I guess we'll just grab the bulbs, because there's no reason to not. And I guess we check up here to see if there's anything worth noting. I don't think there would be, but you never know. You never know. Gotta check where it's available. Everything we can here. There we go. Nice. I don't want to jump off, but we can go up and over here. Bit of a little cliffside that we can follow. Hop over to here. Get to the Chronicle, it seems. Frog. Break that. Grab this. Alright, so far so good. I don't think there's anything else worth grabbing. Doesn't feel like it anyways, so yeah. Any quest stuff that we got? Wandering Miracle. There appears to be more stuff down here, so I guess that's the current, and this will get us to the other things that we need. And there appears to be a few other quests here and there that we can go and do, but I digress. We will head back into here, we'll do a quick sell-off, and then we'll probably wrap it up for today. Alright. Hello. Let's see what you got. You've got Slacktide, Head of Whale Cap. That is spell power, to be fair, which is fun. We're gonna get this, because that'll learn us archery, I suppose. Let's, sell some mundane stuff, I suppose. At least the money's worth. We'll sell the coral arrows. Sell those. Alright, let's sell all garbage. Yeah, there we go. That should be good enough.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Put the coral wreath away. I am probably gonna keep this out, because I really like this armor. It's very tempting between this and the Crystal Walker chestplate, at least. Solely because of the max health increase. And the heavy gauntlets increases unarmed damage by the amount of armor it provides, so it's doing alright for what it is. Increase armor by 20% of your perception. Put these away, these away. We'll put the Abyssal Air Cloak away. Keep the Blackwater Cloak up. But yeah, we're keeping the Penitent Cloak, because that's going to give us a total of 30% damage reduction with the 2 Breakwater rings. Don't need these rings, don't need the Ring of Despair anymore, at least for a while. And we don't need this ring. We can put the Spell Power away, we don't need this. Keep that. Taking damage increases incoming healing by 50%, nope. And increases bonus damage from Frailty, nope. Let's see what other jewelry we got. We'll go by price. Price is probably best here. If enemy is poisoned, we increase our damage, but we don't poison anybody is the unfortunate part. A 3% health and mana or stamina increase. What is 3% of 500? That is about 15 HP. So this ring is unfortunately not good. Until we get to like 1,000, there isn't really a benefit to wearing such rings, I guess. It is only 3%, so it's not a ridiculous amount. I could increase my physical damage by 5, but there's damage types that increase by more, which is the odd thing. You'd think there'd be higher quality ups, but no, not really. I could use the Ring of Arcane Transmutation, because it sacrifices... it gives us health for mana. Attack speed, armor, there's stamina. We can raise our athletics proficiency by a ridiculous amount. We don't fight. We don't technically fight with 2 weapons. Unless, yeah, we don't fight with 2 weapons. Unless the shield is counted as a weapon, it doesn't really work. But yeah. There is, of course, this, which is just a 20% increase. Not sure why it specifically states 120%, when it could have just said 20%. But hey, there you go. Increase incoming healing by 20% when your health is below 10%. When you have full health, deal 33% more damage. We could wear this, weirdly enough, and it would work out. I'm going to consider that. We do technically have full health in most instances, so having the extra 13% wouldn't hurt. But, yeah. Most of these aren't really that amazing. I'm gonna be real. Taking damage increases armor by 15% for 2 seconds. Increase critical chance by 5, yeah. So, yeah, no, that Ogre Amulet is probably, like, the only thing that'd probably be next best damage boost for us. But, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. We've managed to make some significant progress. Obviously, we've done as much as we can, given the circumstances, so we're just sort of just handling it in our own ways. Next stream, we are probably going to make our way over to here to handle the One Against the Tide, Wandering Miracle, and Distance and Meaning quest. We'll probably then go back over to here to get the archives opened and ready for us. We've also got the Wandering Miracle, whatever that is, to see if we can't find that, but who knows. We'll see if we get lucky, but I digress. I am going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I will see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.